A circle of bricks to waist height to purposely wish a fate by, tossing coins into the water, whilst poised with entranced thoughts to enhance the view, to span a life, to stand anew with hands up high, like to have understandings why the sky is as it is. Time is simply any movement to which, if it's consistent, it can be used as construct of time. Three-dimensional structures by, forwards, backwards, leftwards, rightwards, and upwards, downwards, with a fourth dimension of that of time. For perception of that of time, in effect, is that of the mind. Drops 2 pennies into the well, to which then the water swells with rippling concentric circles, then it's close to ending, then all is still, though the ripples exist near real in the mind, calling this time in a realm in addition to tangible 3 dimensions, though that in this realm the Cradin said real well 3 dimensions, so therein does tell of a blurred line of that of time with the 3 dimensions and of direction in addition to this, so seems for sense then a comprehension. With lines that's minted on coins, a sign then to think of the noise of a roar that's now roaring into the fore is how thoughts of images like this, which are all in the mind, can be so real, hauntingly alive. With this art described as when the stars align, like Orion's belt, here dwells on light that shines, the tale it's well drawn, and like the dawn, enlightenment is nigh reborn, as life's presence is apparent from time to time. Therein what it is, sight with the clarity, eye to eye, where the result is fighting, fight to splash reflections of the eyes, and as if it reappears when humans die, is a still life, all that can be seen as smears, where death is a certainty, herein said with entities which are frozen, then time will speed up into the future for these entities which are frozen. When the coin is picked up from the well, the ploid picks that from the well. If there is 1 coin, then 2 coins cannot be taken, thus an absence of negative quantities. Hands stop the shaking of the hands, yet debt an exception, it seems. An odd belief of to believe that what one reads should be believed. There is no way to just leave be with what's told. State that it's easy to teach that minus numbers refers to directionality, namely backwards, leftwards, and downwards, though this from an arbitrary point where this herein starts to see the point which is like stars which seem to be joined as constellations, so too is learned foundations. Herein conferred the fountain that which is disturbed like hounds chasing foxes, notwithstanding standing in society. Time does seem to be that of consistencies of the movements of entities, and with temperature the amount of the movements of entities. Ponders minus numbers can refer to directionality, and that the square root of a number is merely one vector of one side of the square as a shape with which is formed with said number of units. Then the imaginary number I seems rather odd. In any event, it then seems problematic to describe what side of the square and therein direction the square root pertains to, so stares too with strange views.